the way that we're doing this one is that Brandon wants to be here. He wants to be a part of this episode, but we got to record at different times. So we're doing it in shifts, baby. I'm taking the first shift with Christian, and Forrest and Brandon are going to come here later, and they're going to get into some mischief because we got a damn good topic today. Ladies and gents, ladies and germs. I know.
Yeah. That's a reference to a movie that you mentioned before.
That's right. I love movies. You know what's the best part about movies? They never end. There's always more movies.
There's a lot, right?
Do you think like in your life, like let's say you started like 10 years old. Do you think with sleeping and like say you don't work and this is your job,
right?
Do you think you could watch every movie ever made before you die?
I honestly don't think you can watch every movie that's ever been made. I think even the shitty movies are like an hour long and like assuming minimum 1 hour. Like,
I don't think, there's not a lot of movies that are 1 hour. They're mostly an hour and a half. That's like standard. But like, if you think about it, how many movies could you get done in a day? So let's go with a half. We'll do an hour and a half. We'll do that as like the standard.
Yeah.
So let's do an hour, blah, blah, blah. Then how many halves? Cut that in half.
How many movies
14.
do you think there are though?
Oh,
it's not even counting just America. There's so many other movies too in other places.
How about American movies? Do you think still no?
Oh man.
Like Western society movies.
I mean, we don't even have a ballpark answer to how many movies exist, though.
We're not even close. Like, and then we're gonna look it up. It's like if you wanted to watch every Western society movie, it would take you 193 years.
I'm asking my Apple Watch. I want to know if it's still listening. How many movies exist? Commonly cited figure is around 500,000 movies. Theatrical films. Oh,
those aren't even straight to DVD. They're not even counting Bambi 2.
They're not even like other kind of movies.
They're not even counting Hunchback of Notre Dame 2.
No VHS.
They're not even counting Lion King 2.
Hold on. Okay, on average, how long is a movie? It's plus an hour.
It's got to be an hour and a half.
Maybe hour 20, because some movies are shorter. Maybe
but there's a lot of long movies that are longer.
Okay, hour and a half. That's 45 million minutes.
Okay, then divided by 24. Well, actually, we got to divide it by 18.
Let's get into hours.
Yeah, which would be 18 hours in a day.
Like how many hours do you need?
No, 16. You divide it by 16. If you could do 8 hours of sleep a day, but watch 16 hours of movies a day.
How many? Oh, you want to know how many days?
Yeah, how many days would it take?
Okay. 750,000 hours. And now divided by 16.
Divided by 16.
So the number we got was if we wanted to watch every movie and assuming we do 16 hours a day on average, it would take us basically 47,000
Okay, so
days.
divide by 365.
Yeah.
We're almost there, ladies and gents.
So it would only take us 130 years.
It would only take us 135
I love
years.
that we're like, okay, just America.
If we split that between my sons and my sons after him, we could do it. But then there'd be more movies.
Movies are constantly being made.
But that's of all time. We're not talking about Western movies here. We could probably watch all the Western movies in one lifetime. Do you agree?
I think the bulk of movies come from America, though. Am I wrong?
There's a lot of Chinese movies.
That's true. They got their own thing going on over there.
If we account for like 50% of the market, right? Which is really big compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Then if we are 50% of the market, then we can firmly say that it would take like 95 years or something like that. And if you live to 100, somebody could do that. But they would have to start young. You'd have to start like feeding babies movies at like 5 years old.
Yeah, I know.
Did we get to this conversation? This has nothing to do with the topic. By the
way. I mean, it's interesting though, for sure. I don't know.
But that means 100% you could watch all the horror movies in one lifetime, which is cool.
Yeah, you could.
Do you think I could get a GoFundMe going? And I could, you know what? Let's do it, everybody. Let's try to watch all the horror movies. And I would just stream. And I would stream. And I'd be like, okay, now I'm watching this movie. And people would come join me. And they could watch the movies that I'm watching. And it would be like a big thing.
Man, that'd be wild. Stream.
Would you be a viewer to that? Would you get along with the gimmick? Would you be like, this guy's trying to watch all the horror movies ever made?
Would it be a watch along, or would you be showing me the movie?
There could be a time. I could say what movie I'm watching, and I could put the timestamp up there so people can also watch along.
How long will Twitch just let you get away with it and just watching the movie?
Well, that's the thing, is that it's not on there.
Yeah,
they can watch along.
You should be fine.
Which would be cool as fuck. Come on.
That would be cool. It's just getting the movie, like, especially if it's an obscure movie, like, and there's some really bad horror movies. I give it like 10
days before I give up.
I know, that's the thing, is some of the most trash movies out there are horror movies.
I'd have to like start by watching like Nosferatu, the silent movie, which I'm sorry, I know a lot of people really like it. I tried watching that. It's like, oh, and he's like standing there like with his dick out.
I think the design for him is great and maybe some atmospheric stuff, but like the movie itself and the newer one both suck ass.
It was scarier in SpongeBob.
You know, it was scarier in SpongeBob because there was like juxtaposition to like Nosferatu, and it's like it's a happy-go whatever cartoon, then scary looking vampire.
Honestly, growing up, there was some of the scariest fucking shit in SpongeBob. Like when you like zoom in on their faces and they're all like dehydrated, and you see all like their pores and they're all like leaking, and or else there was like a scene where they got cut in half. And there's like weird brain shit. It's like, oh, they're seeing in the mind, and people are getting cut in half, chopped up. You're seeing cans of tuna. It's like SpongeBob was a fucking trip.
There was a weirdly scary episode very early on where he gets lost on the bus, and then he ends up in this weird like rock bottom area where everybody looks weird, talks weird, and it's just creepy.
But then there was also like that in that episode. It was like, don't judge a book by their cover, because they're all pretty nice.
Yeah, that's also where that funny. I think that's the episode where that funny gag is like, he's looking at Patrick over there, and he's in shadow, and he's like, I'm looking right at the motherfucker, and then he's like, then he sees him, and he's like, oh, I see someone too. And there's like that kind of shit. They did that in Simpsons as well with
you know
Carl
what I love?
And Lenny. Wait,
when a research came out, a study came out, and it's like SpongeBob is the only kids show that is making kids dumber.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That came out. SpongeBob's the only one that makes kids fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And when you watch it, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of lessons are learned in a lot of episodes? Not many. Which was ironic because the guy that made it was a marine biologist. He was a scientist.
He was the Ocean Man. Great song, by the way. Ocean Man.
Almost as good as Dirt Man.
Fuck yeah. Dirt Man. That should be everybody's ringtone. Like, I want to just walk the streets, hear people's phones ringing, like, keep a little dirt under my pillow for the Dirt Man.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, fuck. And then everybody would gather around in a circle, and we'd be like, in case he comes to town.
That's right.
Also, like, if that song was like really big and everybody knew it, 100% I would start like an ice cream thing just so I could have like a thing called the Dirt Man, and it would just be like Oreo crumbs everywhere. Like it would just be like an Oreo crumb dessert.
Play it as your song as you're driving around. Like not even like everybody's confused and they don't approach.
Dirt Man ice cream.
You don't even sell ice cream. You're just
dirt.
Here's dirt. What kind of dirt do you want? Also, how like there's got to be dumber cartoons.
Can you imagine soil people or dirt men? They sell soil. You're the dirt man.
You know what? I guess Family Guy does teach lessons, especially earlier episodes. I know there's a lot of dumb jokes, but it always ends with, "Well, I guess I learned to." It teaches more lessons than King of the Hill. King of the Hill teaches the wrong lessons most of the time.
It's really funny. The fact that we're talking about this is really funny because sometimes I'll say something to my young brother and sister, and then my mom will be like, "No, don't listen to him, don't." Because like my little brother lied today, and then my mom was like, "Don't lie, Darren." She's like, "That's wrong. Don't do that." And then I was like, "Yeah, if there's anything I can teach you, kids, don't lie." unless you're good at it.
Yeah. I know.
And then my mom, no, don't listen to
I know that is really funny. I'm trying to think. There's an episode where one of Hank's coworkers once
Hank of the Hill. You called it that one time.
Oh, I thought that was not the episode's title, but he's having marriage issues and he wants Hank's help, but Hank he wants nothing to do with him. He wants to just be an acquaintance kind of deal. So he keeps shutting him out. And by the end of the episode, he's trying to like really shut him out. So he's like not answering his door. Mm-hmm. And eventually he just solves the problem on his own. And then he's like, and that's right. And he's like, that's right, Bobby. And it's like, that's the end. That's the end of the episode. Is it cuts to black. And it's like the lesson there was, yeah, it's none of my fucking business.
I think
it's not him getting involved in helping the marriage. It's just him ignoring the guy, and then episode ends.
I want to know if anybody else is like this. But to me, when I was a kid, King of the Hill seemed like the most boring fucking show in existence.
Yeah.
It did. And I couldn't watch it. And now when I'm older, it's like, this show was fucking awesome from the start.
It's really funny. Like it's amusing how, I don't know, I've binged a lot of the episodes, pretty much most of it by this point.
I think the animation style wasn't poppy enough to be like, oh, this is like fun kids shit. Like this isn't The Simpsons. They aren't all yellow. They aren't like crazy hair and over exaggerated features.
There's subtlety that will go over a kid's head for sure. Like Peggy is blissfully arrogant, and you never realize that until you actually listen to what she's saying. I don't know. I can't think of an example, but it's like she has little quips, and it's like that's I never noticed that before. And Hank, like the way he talks, being so like, like he picks up some grass. Is like, why would anybody smoke weed when you could just mow the lawn? And he like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's funny shit like that.
That show, I didn't even like really think it was funny until I started like seeing the memes and I started researching shit. Like when he has the WD-40 and he can't get the cap off, so he pulls out a smaller WD-40 to spray the WD-40 to get the cap off. That's so fucking funny.
I know, that's pretty good.
And like,
there's that scene with
the steak scene when he's like,
wait, was that? I was gonna mention a steak scene. It's the one. There's one where Bobby's like, they're cooking steak at a barbecue, and Bobby's like, well, what if they want it medium rare? Right. And he's like, we asked them politely but respectfully to leave.
But firmly to leave.
Fuck, but the way he delivers it is like so monotone and perfect.
And the one that I saw that a lot of people use is like a fucking thing, like it's, I'm about to bust. He's walking into the bathroom.
I love when he actually gets angry. It's the politest anger ever. There's one scene where he's like, he's got to get angry to get his buddies out of a tunnel that's going to collapse. And he's like, get out. I want all of you out. And the way I'm saying it is the same way he says it, but it sounds like he's angry, but he's not. It's the most whatever ever.
Okay.
I don't know. Good show.
I think due to the vast majority of shows when we were a kid are better than what they are now. Like cartoons back in our day, they were a lot of times tackle more tough subjects and they would be a lot more deep than now, because it's like they keep that like, oh, this is for kids. We're not going to really prepare them for the next world. But there are still some that are really good.
Like I feel like if I grew up with Adventure Time, that's what I was going to say.
Adventure Time's great.
Everybody really, I hear it's really, really popular and shit.
Gumball's great.
There's
Bluey's even like I need to figure out what this is, because every adult I have ever seen who said they watch Bluey swears by it. And they're like, this is the shit. Like,
maybe
this
it just
is a great show.
Like it's Peppa Pig, but its contents are like Happy Tree Friends.
I can't do with Peppa Pig and her stupid arrogance. She's a fucking pig.
What is it, like Caillou or something?
Oh, she's just like, I don't give a fuck about anybody. I'm Peppa Pig. And then you're like, oh, Peppa, don't light the house on fire. But I want to, Mommy. Oh, well, maybe we'll let you light the neighbor's house on. Like,
that is funny.
Bullshit.
That is a lot
how it
is.
And you can go fuck itself.
Okay.
This is a hot set. This is a hot set. Oh, look. Oh, you made it hotter with your
Look at
crossing
you.
of the cameras.
What's that Christian Bale thing? Look at you walking around.
Walking my fucking scene. Oh, good for you. Fuck yeah.
Something with lights.
Touching my I don't know, something with lights. But we gotta get into the potatoes and the meat, perhaps.
Yes.
Of this, because we're just doing this for like a big title. We want a title that might grip you guys, right? Pull you right fucking in. We might even have to have a thing at the beginning that says if you want to get to it, jump to like whatever fucking timestamp.
Yeah.
But we wanted to see, because the Resident Evil movie we're super excited for, but zombie apocalypses have been a huge topic for years. And I wanted to know, with me and my friends, what they would bring if they could have a list of stuff they could bring. There's not really a limit here. Oh, really? There isn't really a limit here, but I just want to know some of the things that you would bring to make the experience not only enjoyable, but to increase your survivability and to also crush this shit.
So is it 3 days?
No, we're doing the whole thing.
Oh, just surviving in general.
I was going to do 3 days in Raccoon City, but then I was like, this can stop some of the long-term shit. And I also want to hear your guys' opinion on long-term shit.
Some stuff. I guess I can give kind of both. One thing I was going to say, absolutely, is some Tylenol. If it was 3 days, you can survive off what was it called? A bucket? Was it still cube? Capsule? Container. I'm sick right now.
The way you said capsule, like you discovered the word capsule.
Because that'll get you through 3 days. But if it's forever, you might need a big.
You know what? You also have to find out that I think you can get the same properties of Tylenol from a plant. There is like a plant that you can like ingest that has like maybe acetaminophen or something like that, because I don't know if there is something like that. It's either ibuprofen or acetaminophen that you can find on a plant. And it's like, if you crush some of those.
That sounds like a beat. Acetaminophen.
The ibuprofen or the acetaminophen on a plant.
Where does that come? Like, where does the that's not penicillin. So I don't know what plant it comes from, I guess. Did they just make this shit up?
The acetaminophen plant. No, well, of course it is. They make up all words, Christian. We make up words. Okay, maybe it's ibuprofen then. But anyways, there is a plant that can either replicate those properties or do something. So it'd be nice if you could figure that out. But yes, we would. I'd love that it's like the first thing. Zombie apocalypse. Christian rusts out of the house, goes to the fucking pharmacy, starts killing people for regular Tylenol.
That's the thing, is you're going to get cut, you can get bit, you need some Tylenol. Yeah.
Bit.
What do you think?
How are you going to survive from that?
Which one's better?
You found out the cure.
They never tried it.
That's true. They didn't try chicken.
What's stronger, Advil or Tylenol? Which one should we be going for in the zombie apocalypse? Because I swear Tylenol does nothing for me.
Ibuprofen may be a better pain reliever.
And is that Advil?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think acetaminophen also has like properties that can help bring down a fever.
Yeah, it has headache stuff probably.
Also, what's with baby like aspirin? That's another one.
Yes.
Why can aspirin stop heart attacks?
It's strange, right? I wonder how
it's stupid, and I don't like it. They're like, oh, take a baby aspirin. It's like, why can't I take a regular aspirin? I'm not a fucking baby.
Yeah, what is this? What is this bullshit?
Like, can you imagine that? They're just calling you such a bitch. You're having a heart attack? Well, here you fucking baby. Take this baby aspirin.
Yeah, don't call it baby aspirin.
Yeah, call it fucking grown-up heart attack aspirin.
But we'll trade off back and forth. So mine's Tylenol. What's yours?
Human sacrifices.
You would take that along with you?
I would need a couple idiots that are just like always willing to fight. Because like there are 100% going to be times when you get caught off guard.
Yes.
And you need these guys to be like, oh, I'll fight for you. You're my friend. And it was all ruse the whole time because you need people to take bites for you.
So you need that cult-like energy, that Charles
I'm a nice
Manson
guy.
energy.
I'm a likable guy. So I know that people would be like, "Oh, I would die for him. He's so nice," and I'd be like, "I'd die for you too."
No, you know what you
Joke's on you.
You need to pretend to be a scientist so that you could be like, I need to survive and you guys need to keep me alive. I could figure this out.
I was this close to a cure. You always got to keep saying
Yeah,
that.
I was so close, and then the zombies kicked in the door. We need to get back to my lab.
See, you need these sacrifices. You need these people that you would say, "Oh, I'd 100% sacrifice my life for you," but you wouldn't. You would never in a million years. And you just want them to take bites for you.
You got to trick them.
Yeah, and especially you need those people that once they get bit, they don't say, "Oh, please just try to help me." They'll say, "Kill me right away because I want to save you guys." You need those people in your life, and you need them so they save yours. Human sacrifices are needed in this world. You need idiots, functional idiots that can help you cultivate, and once they've served their purpose, get bit for you.
Yep, that makes sense to me. I mean,
but also, I'm not talking about Walking Dead zombies. They're a little too bitchy. I'm sorry. I think everybody could survive the Walking Dead zombies. They're too slow.
Slow zombies? So
they're not even strong.
So you're scared of the... That's because they I do like that they realistically rot. Because that's something nobody thinks about.
But
like you see a zombie at the bottom of a well and it's like all fat.
I know, but then eventually like they would die out. You kind of always need to be a threat. Like I need zombies that can run, like not run a bit, but at least jog, you know, like the something like that. And they need to be a little bit stronger. Because when you see the other zombies in like the Walking Dead or stuff, you can always like push them off. Like Resident Evil zombies, they kind of hold on to you. You kind of need that. I don't want zombies to just be able to sneak up on me and that's
if there were like lickers and Resident Evil, we're screwed.
This is where you need the human
Imagine a lickers like crawling out the windows.
You couldn't find enough human sacrifices.
No, listen, even if there was like 6 guys, we could not take down a licker.
What if we all had shotties though?
Maybe. It really depends on the weapon.
I think the shotty takes
honestly,
like 3
even
to
with
4
a shotgun,
shots.
I feel like we'd fuck up and shoot the wall, and then it would slash one of us. We get scared. Other guy will shoot the ceiling. And then
you know what pisses me off too? Probably if we shoot the liquor, it wouldn't shoot back like that. It would just like tank a couple bullets.
Also,
and keep
lickers
moving.
take 2 hits of the shotgun. Right.
I think it's like 3 or 4.
That's true. A lot.
So it's if we're like 4 big burly men with shotguns. I'm sorry, but by the time the zombie apocalypse hits and it's like year 1 or 2, if I'm not burly as fuck, I'm one of the sacrifices.
Well, that's the thing is you would get skinnier because of a lack of food. You got to ration that out.
Well, see, that's the thing is I think that at first food would be plentiful.
Yeah.
And then everybody would eat it like pigs.
But then that's also a sign that you have a good group. If you're all healthy and you're not scrawny, then it's like, okay, they got a good system going.
See, but you also got to savor that food at first because there's going to be so much food that's going to die off. So it's like you got to make sure that you get the food that you love at first. And then you also got to get canned food. So it's like, oh, we're going to eat this for like the first 6 months and then it's never going to be seen again.
That's cool. You'd be able to, I can't even say this. You'd be able to grow all the drugs you need. And that's the thing is you like fuck any, or like you just grow your own weed. Because hey, if you get a zombie bite, you're gonna need to light up. Am I right?
Do you think? But like, what drugs should you not do? Like no heroin.
Nothing that gets you addicted to shit. But if it's like I need to speak with God for a moment, then you get.
God damn! What have you done on weed and cheese?
Yeah, I know. Maybe not weed. Maybe it's like you grow some mushrooms. I don't fucking know. I don't know how this works.
Now you're speaking my language. I love that that's on your list.
No. My next thing on the list is more lame. I was thinking like you get you know one of those flashlights you can crank.
Okay.
So it's like you have like a flashlight that could last a very long time.
They also have shaking ones.
Solar panel flashlight too. Get a little solar panel on it. Shaky ones. I'm curious. I mean, I
know, but see, I feel like your arm would hurt, and then eventually start shaking it like this. And now you're just the brunt of a joke.
Exactly. That's why you don't want the shaking ones.
You don't want these zombies laughing at you.
Imagine if you're the leader of your pack and they see you shaking the flashlight.
No one would be a human sacrifice for you.
Yeah, it would all fall apart. That's why you need the crank.
You need to crank that Soldier Boy.
They're pretty cool. I don't know why they all make this annoying whiny sound when I crank. It's like, wah.
I think it's because it has like. It's one of those systems that has like multiple gears so that it does more rotations the more that you spin.
Oh, there's a ton of gears.
So it's like power. One full rotation of the big wheel is probably like 8 of the small one or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And it always sounds like those cars that you can like do this with and then let go.
Oh, that scared me. What the hell did you just do?
Like, you know,
Jesus.
what the fuck scared you?
I thought I heard something falling.
No,
Like, whoa.
You think people fall down and make Wile E. Coyote sound effects?
I'm sick right now. I don't know.
No, it's like, you know, kids' toy cars, and you can like back them up, and it like you can hold the tire or like keep backing it up, and it gains more speed, and then you let go.
It like winds up an elastic band or something, right? I know. I was like, what? It's funny I didn't say generator. Like you know the bikes. You get on the bike and you could generate lots of electricity. I'm talking about a little crank with a flashlight here.
Yeah,
either works, but that's what you can get your sacrifices to get on a bunch of bikes to power your laptop or your PlayStation.
I love that we're calling them sacrifices.
I don't know. Yeah, you let us slip one time. Like, work harder, sacrifices. They just look at you like what? What are you doing?
You're just like, what did you say? I said, sacrifice. Fuck. I'm fucked, dude.
I don't know. Yeah, you screwed at that
I
point.
have silly straws on the list.
Oh, it's like that?
I think
Silly
eventually I'd be sick. Okay, this is where you have to remember. Sometimes the little things are so important.
How do you clean a silly straw? Do you clean it? Do you pour boiling hot water in it?
You pour water into it.
Okay.
And you can actually shoot the soap down in it.
Oh, you know what? You can probably, you know what? You know those like metal scrubs, like those little thin ones? I'm sure you can get it in there to clean a whole lot of it. It's a little resistant.
I don't know
though.
if you can get in all there.
There's got to be
but
like
it's liquid, right? Like it's not anything too crazy.
If you pour soap in there and hot water, that'll get the job
100%.
done.
You could also probably put it in some really hot water and just let it soak in there.
Depends on how silly the straw is, though.
But see, this is what I mean.
Some straws are very silly.
Can you imagine I'm like the last guy that has silly straws? Like, this is where it's like, you know that if you didn't grab this, it would be the last time you ever see it. Like, you know that you would never encounter a silly straw ever again in your life.
Yeah, that's true.
So then it's like, can you imagine you're wandering, and next thing you know, you encounter me with my sacrifices, and I'm just sipping out of silly straws, like 10 years into the apocalypse.
You know, straws are important because they make everything taste better, except for coffee.
Fuck, they do. You know why? Because
soda,
it's effort.
yes.
It's effort. You're putting more effort into it.
Because if like drinking a Coke versus a straw situation, it's just different.
Okay, hit me with your next one.
Okay, so my next one. Oh man,
this really seems like you're grasping.
I mean, mine would just be generic. I was gonna say a knife, like a Rambo knife.
I have that. I have melee and guns. That's an obvious. That's a given. But you need more melees than you need guns.
I like a rechargeable situation. That's why I like the flashlight. I would choose because if I might have to go hunting. I might have to be like, okay, deer, rabbits, squirrels. I'm gonna have to go for them. A knife. There's no way I'm gonna catch any of these bastards with a fucking knife. Not at my size.
See, but you got brains. This is where you could use like a trap with a stick and a bucket.
Like a capsule? Those are too small.
No, like, you know, a big basket and then like a stick. And then when it gets under there eating the food, I would, you know what? Here's my next one. I would want. See, I don't know if you could. Do you think you could just look that rabbit in the eyes?
That's the thing is I normally couldn't because I'm a very compassionate man. but if I'm hungry enough, I feel like my animal instincts will activate and I'll be like, I'm sorry, but I'm hungry.
I know, like some days when we're just sitting down here doing this podcast too long, I see you looking at me.
Yeah. Yeah, just I need it.
You look at me like one of the sacrifices.
Yeah, whatever you say, sacrifice. Yeah. Okay, bow and arrow. That's my next one.
You'd have to learn how to use a bow and arrow.
Because with a bow and arrow, you can recharge, you can get better at it, and you could keep making them. But if you get a really good one, a compound bow, it can stay good for a while. And you could get it could be merciful with headshots.
I would definitely want to go like rob a store that's like everything about bows, so you can learn how to make one, which would, so you can, if your bow breaks, you can make another one. You can learn how to make proper arrows.
Okay, like what would you go for first? Would you go to a sporting goods store where there's like a bunch of like bows, knives, machetes, rifles, maybe.
Fuck yeah,
Or would you go to a superstore like every other commoner sacrificial?
Well,
person
see,
out
if we
there?
lived in the United States of A,
They're the same thing. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Getting political over here.
they have like all that shit in Walmart. They have guns. They have everything. They got knives. So you could hit up a Walmart and you could get more stuff as well as food.
But they got like super cool traps and stuff.
Okay, let's see this. Zombie apocalypse, you're like 100% sure it's going south. Everybody's going to die. Will you go into that Walmart and start killing people so you can get what you want?
No. Like I said, I'm a very compassionate man.
Yeah, but it's going to get to that point anyways where you're probably going to have to take a life because they're trying to fuck up
I would
your
have to get very
sacrifices.
degraded down to be like feral. You know what nobody talks about in not Walking Dead, but zombie apocalypses? Well, fuck, I said that weird.
Apocalypses?
Fishing. Why don't we fish? There's so many fish out there. We could be a fishing society. The fish aren't becoming zombies. We could
So you'd want to go live by a lake?
I would get my bow and arrow, my rechargeable flashlight, and the first thing I said.
See, but this is
fishing.
what I think why is because people try to live closer to cities because you can make supply runs. If you're out in the bush, where's your supply run?
Yeah, but see, that's a problem though. If I'm living close to a city, I'm probably gonna end up in your cult of sacrificial people. you're over there with your fucking throne of sacrificial people on bikes. I'll be out there fishing for fish and other things. Whatever the fuck's up.
You got all serious when you said that of people on bikes and other things.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yes, okay. So I would definitely at the start we're not using guns as only on people. You're not using guns on fucking zombies unless somebody's about to get bit because you have to conserve that ammo.
That's smart.
Baby.
Yeah, because people, I do agree with the message that people are going to be more dangerous than the zombies.
Also,
eventually,
once again, grabbing a book on how to make ammo. We're going to learn how to make it because we're going to have to.
Honestly, it would be easier to break down ammo because I imagine shotgun shells, other like 5.56 millimeter, 1 millimeter, all that shit. Break it all down, take the gunpowder from it, throw it in a musket, and then throw it in a musket in a ball. Or no, wait. Throw powder in there, then a ball.
I would also assume that like they put a little bit too much gunpowder in bullets, so we would disassemble it, remove like half the gunpowder, keep half. So then it's like we have a bigger stockpile of gunpowder.
Would you say?
I imagine like in a shotgun shell, there's probably a little bit like more gunpowder than there needs to be. So we'd take it apart, save some gunpowder, then put it back together. So now we have extra gunpowder. And it's like same thing with bullets. It's
I
like
don't know
we
how
would
they're
have
made, but you could probably make a couple tiny bullets out of a shotgun shell, right?
Yeah, but you also need those shotgun shells.
Yeah, and I'm thinking practically, I'm not going to be making bullets. I'm making arrows.
We're prioritizing melee weapons, but we're still going to have a fucking armory, boy. We're still going to have all our guns, but they're going to be special. And I'm going to get to carry around a Desert Eagle because I'm the guy and they're all just sacrificing. But okay, so another one of mine. I want a little girl voice changer.
What?
I want a voice changer.
The forest over there. The fuck?
I want a voice changer.
You didn't say you sound like that.
I want a voice changer that makes me sound like a little girl because this is how I would get the jump on fucking other people's crews. I would be like,
it would be like, join my cult.
I would like have come be a sacrifice. No, it would be like, oh, they'd be all unsuspecting. I'd be like, oh, maybe on a radio, and then I'd be like, oh, please help me. Like, oh, I'm just a little girl. Oh,
just
fuck.
in general, like you just have it under your shirt every time you talk. Hello.
But
like
see, and then they'd be like, oh, if you're just a little girl, how'd you find it? I'll be like, oh, I was with my dad and he died and he had a radio, so I'm trying to see. And it's like, okay, well, come join us.
The guy you're talking to is right in front of you. You're just a grown ass man.
And then it would be like, but I would only support your king. I want to meet him. I only trust him. You're all sacrifices.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I murder the king, and then they all become my sacrifices. And then I would never fall for a little girl needing help. They'd all die.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, everybody needs a little kid voice changer. But I went with little girl as opposed to little boy because I think everybody would be
that would just be the Antichrist.
Nice
That's just
girl.
Damien, Not our Damien, but the other, the evil Damien.
But can you imagine that? Who's out there? All you hear is like a tree crack. Then all of a sudden I bring up my thing. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
So you want that thing that Bart had in the Simpsons episode where he's stuck down the well?
Yeah.
Little Timmy down the well?
Well, you can just get a voice changer that makes you sound like a little girl.
I need 3 sacrifices to get out of the well.
You hear this little girl voice. Next thing you know, you drop your guard down. You're in saving mode. You're not in murder mode anymore. And then I murder you. Because all you are is a human sacrifice. Yeah. And then your bones create my throne.
Damn.
Also, football pads. You need some sort of armor, but they have to be lightweight. And I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Just because you're a zombie doesn't mean your teeth are stronger.
That's a good idea. Also because in Fallout New Vegas, the Caesar army, all football padded up. They dress like Roman soldiers, but it's all just football pads and shit, and it works really well.
But see, that's the thing is like when you're a zombie, somehow your bite isn't stronger. You're not biting through football pads.
That's why like riot gear, which is my next one. Actually,
too heavy.
Okay, wait. Riot shield, you know what I mean? Like that kind of, I don't know if they're the stuff they're wearing, is that like resistant? If it's Kevlar, they're not biting through that.
No, well, just think we have a tough time biting. We couldn't like bite through a sweater easily.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
I'm thinking lightweight, but once again, maybe riot gear would be better against like a group of people. Sacrifices.
Yeah, exactly.
A group of sacrifices.
I really think y'all should have rocked. Like we should get some riot gear and just for the zombie apocalypse.
See, so now so this means your first stops would be like Walmart and a police station, which good luck.
That's true.
Unless you can get one of your sacrifices to be a police officer.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't say I was going to have sacrifices. I'm fishing out there.
You're having sacrifices. You need them.
Next thing is I need an infinite supply of Pepto.
You know what? Where would you make base?
It would have to be like a scary log cabin in the more isolated, the better, is what I'm saying. If you're in the city, you're going to be you're going to be gangs everywhere. You're going to be people on bikes.
Yeah, but supply runs, you got to be semi-close.
But you need fish. I'd rather be like, with supply runs, what do you need?
You've never gone fishing in your life.
That's the thing is I'll have a fishing rod, I'll have a boat, and I could dig up some worms. Then I could cook some tasty fish. I could be like,
fish
what zombie
like
apocalypse?
Cheese.
What are you talking about? And what, like, you think a zombie's gonna... That could become a problem, though. If the zombies, they sense me and they start walking in my lake, and then you get like an army of zombies down there inside the lake looking up, like trying to get at my boat.
Yeah, and it's hard to run on rocks.
What? Rocks? I have shoes.
Like usually when you're by a lake, there's usually a rocky terrain.
What kind of traps would you have to stop a zombie? Would you eat a zombie?
No. Rotting flesh. You can't do that. If Minecraft has taught us anything, rotten flesh makes you a bitch.
I guess you can't cook it.
Well, and it's rotten flesh. You can't eat rotten fucking bovine flesh.
Maybe.
You know what? That's true.
What if you cook it well, though?
Okay, so
medium rare.
What kind of traps would I use? I would obviously use bear traps.
Because what's the most practical stuff to stop a zombie, like a herd?
Bear traps.
But
landmine?
Like what I was thinking was spikes going out like this, so zombies walking
get stuck.
They get stuck, and then they stop other zombies, right? Or you build a trench. No, they'll fill it up.
And they're dumb too. Like if you built one of those things that are sticks with all the spikes, and it's like swings, you would stab them. But then they're also dumb enough where they just keep walking into it and get stuck.
I like long-term solutions. So I'm thinking those
you would step bro the shit out of those zombies.
Yeah, those diagonal spikes is what you need.
Help, step bro, I'm stuck.
Honestly, there's no way they're getting, unless they can push it, I guess, because that's a lot of force. Like those metal fences, like they'll push it over eventually. But like,
yeah, I guess electric fence wouldn't do much.
Yeah, unless you got an army of people on bikes.
I guess I'm going tripwire with grenade.
But that'll stop the first guy. But what about the next zombie?
It would do more to a group.
Oh, I see. If you just have a lot. I would just live on the ocean. I would get a yacht.
Where are your supplies
That's
coming from?
That's my next thing. Mine's a yacht. It's an addendum to my fishing situation.
You're running out of supplies in like a year.
I'll steal the keys. Oh, wait, I'll get stuck because I'll run out of gas. I'll have to downsize it so I can paddle.
See, and this is what I'm doing. I'm immediately going to like a potato factory. And I'm taking over that potato factory.
Because potatoes, you can grow them in a lot of situations.
They're fairly easy to grow. And plus, you got the machines there. You could just start cultivating potatoes.
You know what? The most powerful person is going to be the one that controls the food supply. That's how it worked in the beginning of civilization.
Mhm.
That's how it probably works now. Can you believe that there's one company that's fucking over farmers by like telling them not to replant their seeds, but to buy seeds from them? Fuck that.
Fuck them.
I watched a video on that.
But right, okay, right. You never see anybody go to like the food factories. Like the machines will still work. And there has to be some sort of backup grid.
I really feel like we're more resilient than we think. And I don't think society would collapse if there was a zombie thing. I really think that you might have some other political party take over in a very unnatural way, but life would go on.
Well, see, the way that I see it ending is that people feel the threat is the world ending, so they
Panic.
start
You're going to still
ruining it themselves.
Yeah, the people are going to be, I guess, people like nut jobs going to be like.
That sounds like a good sex move.
They're going to show up and want your stuff and stuff.
Okay.
It's going to be bad.
One of the most important fucking things. Salt and pepper and hot sauce.
Assuming you can get like an infinite supply of that. Actually, so salt, you can like boil off seawater.
Another book we have to grow.
Yeah, I know, right? We don't have like, where does pepper come? Wait, pepper plants, right?
Yeah,
pepper? Yeah. They grind. What's the other one?
Peppercorns. They come from peppercorns.
So you need
because hot sauce can last for a fucking long time. 0 calories. It's just that we're going to be eating food that is going to be so fucking bland.
We need to get a factory of dried potatoes, instant potatoes, and that'll last us forever. And it's better than regular potatoes, as we talked about before.
Warehouse of instant potatoes. But how long can they last? Like 2-3 years?
If they're dry, no, that long. Like if they're dried as fuck, like what bacteria is gonna want dried shit? It's lame. There's no fluid. You'd
have to stop and get some big jugs of water. You need jugs.
That's it. Okay, water's important, and you could potentially. It's kind of confused, but you need like life straws. I don't believe in them because they seem strange. You could slurp up the lake. You know what life straws are?
I don't like them because they seem strange. Fuck the science behind them. Yeah, stop looking strange.
That just, it sounds like some bullshit. You know what? I like the techniques though.
They have filters.
Yeah, but what about bacteria that'll get
That's
through?
What the filters do.
No, actually, I think it only removes like sediment. I think you got to boil the water still.
Yeah, I think one of the best things is to boil the water, then suck it up with a straw.
I like this technique of somebody using cloth, connecting a couple buckets of water, and the water travels through it and filters out all the shit. And then by the end of it, it's pretty clear. All you got to do is boil it.
You know what? Kill me now if I have to just drink like fucking warm, like hot water. Just kill me. That sounds like the biggest torture of all time. It's
going to be the most... They're crying.
He hates it that much.
It's gonna be the saddest. Fuck. Crying. I can't get through this.
Fuck.
It will be the saddest thing though, because like you would actually dream of a cold Coca-Cola, because you'll never experience that again.
Also, okay.
Unless you could plug in your fridge.
I have some things that I'm like, this is just okay. One, I have porn because if I'm jerking off to my memory the whole time, unless I get a girlfriend, but like that's gonna be a different thing. But I just think like if I'm memory the whole time, that's gonna be ass.
Okay, hold on. What about a USB drive of movies?
I have
there's like hundreds of movies.
I have portable DVD player.
Oh, you know what? DVD players will be more important because like this has a lot, but if this you go belly up and it's all gone. But DVD is a bunch of DVDs, DVD player.
And like you can get a portable DVD player that takes batteries. And then all of a sudden you have these.
That's where physical media, because that cloud shit, gone. Apple's going to go under. Amazon's gone. You're going to need physical media.
And you would have to get a portable DVD player that could also plug in, because like
You know what?
you get a solar power generator. You'd have to get one. You have to.
I think entertainment and video games are going to be important. Like they're going to be like, where's the PSPs at? Where's the Steam Decks? Like
Yes.
They're going to want.
You need some sort of handheld gaming.
After you get comfortable with you got your army of people and whatever, you're going to need entertainment. And yeah. But you'll want a taste of the normal life from the movies, like Lord of the Rings. And what would Gandalf do?
Also, I'm imagining I'm going into this zombie apocalypse single, right? I don't have somebody. So I'm grabbing lingerie. Not for myself.
What?
But I'm imagining like a year into the zombie apocalypse, nobody's showered, everybody looks dirty, everybody looks the same, and they all smell like shit. But next thing you know, I get a girlfriend, and I'm like, she doesn't have to look all greasy and grimy because I kept this lingerie that nobody's ever worn. So next thing you know, I got the only hot girl on planet Earth because she's dressed sexy. And even though she smells like shit, at least she's wearing something nice.
That's the thing, is nobody talks about the smell. It's only going to get worse. If you can't take regular showers.
Also, the shitty asses. Honestly, I think because of our immune systems, we're all going to die out. Because we're so conditioned to being washed and fucking this and this. We're all just going to start getting diseases.
True. We're all so pampered. I don't know how they survived in like ancient Greece. Like how? Like, you know what? They had like big baths of like community baths. Was like a bunch of guys just.
You're talking like you missed
Wait. I got this mixed up. Bathrooms, not baths. They're all just washing each other in the baths.
Community bath, a bunch of guys.
Yeah. What I meant was they all like took a dump together.
Wait,
like,
there was community baths with a bunch of guys.
They were like U-shaped, and there was like toilet seats right beside each other. So they're all like sitting there having a conversation. They were all like, I think we'd go back to those times. You know what I mean?
See, and I don't care what it is. I'm not going dick out in front of anybody if that's not ready to suck it.
Yeah. Mosquitoes would be terrible. Everything would be terrible.
You might be a deterrent that you smell like shit.
Maybe.
You might not smell like delicious food anymore. You might smell like shit.
That's the thing, is flies.
Oh yeah, flies would be all over you.
Flies are all into
like
that.
Shit.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Flies eat shit. What a disgusting pack of bitches.
Also, why are they called flies? When like that, like I know that's the one thing they do. It's fucking fly. But you know what they do more important than that? They annoy the fuck out of you. I fucking hate flies because they're so difficult to catch. They should be called nuisance or like annoyance. Like I've got a couple of I don't know. What's the word? Assholes.
I will say, thank God mosquitoes are the ones that bite us, because somehow they're the easiest to bite us, but they're also the easiest insect to kill. Like if one lands on you, you can kill them easy. But if flies bit you all the time, you couldn't catch those. Because
you know a mosquito, like they go in front of you, then they kind of hover there, like they're trying to land, and then it's like,
and then they're on you, and then it's like you go like this and kill
problem
them.
solved.
Like you could just be dead.
Flies are
like you could try as fast as you can, and those fuckers are flying off.
I know that's the thing, is they trick you. They jump backwards when they fucking fly. You think they would go forward or like upward? No, they're going backward. That's why when you do like this, you can
I do this now.
Yeah.
I cup my hand, and it's like it creates a vacuum of sorts, and it captures little bitches.
Like if there was like, like I said, I'm a compassionate guy. But if I could vacuum them in like some kind of special tube and then shoot them outside, I would. But like,
fuck you, kill them
in a zombie apocalypse.
When was the last time you Mr. Miyagi'd an insect out of the air?
Damn. Like,
yeah, have you ever done it?
You can eat flies.
Yeah, probably.
What if you survive off bugs? Can bugs become zombies? You know what I mean?
I
Mosquito
think that's
zombies?
like one of those things where if
we're screwed. If mosquitoes are zombies and are they biting you, infecting you?
Well, I guess like West Nile, they can pass that on.
But yeah, actually, mosquitoes and flies are the most virus-ridden things out there. Of course, they're going to be spreading shit. So we'd be fucked. Really,
we wouldn't survive. Like there's certain things, like if birds get it, we're fucked.
It would have to be just humans, or else Yeah.
The weirdest thing is that if you think about it, the more vicious the animal would be if it got the zombie virus, the less likely it is to kill us all. But like the least actually like the least harmless things you can think of now would be the scariest things.
Yeah.
Like insects, squirrels, fucking house cats.
Squirrels are fast. And
I
if they're
know,
if
that's
they're
why-
going for you, like,
But it's like right now you think, oh, a squirrel can't kill me. But if it had zombie virus, you're fucked. If mosquitoes had zombie virus, you're fucked. If a lion did, I'd be like, oh fuck, give me a gun. I can take out a lion. If a squirrel was attacking me and it was a thing, I couldn't be able to hit it if it was charging at me, and it would probably bite me.
oh yeah, squirrels could be the most dangerous because they're everywhere, and yeah, you'll be boned. How long have we been going? Like 30 minutes, right?
Fuck, 53 minutes?
We gotta cut this down. We're doing it. It's supposed to be a split podcast. Well, thank you for listening to our TED Talk. We're talking about, so we're taking silly straws, we're taking exercise bikes.
Taking? Oh.
We got a crank.
I was like, where'd this go? We're taking silly straws. Just deep. But yeah, we did not expect this to go that long. There's another part that has to pay. But hey, if they end up not doing it, at least we got a long enough podcast for me and you.
That's
can
true.
fucking...
I hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be a couple segments of this, I'm sure.
If zombie apocalypse, we spoke about DVDs.
Yeah.
Would you watch a zombie movie?
You know what? I feel like you would. That would be like so. I don't know. You wouldn't watch a movie about real life, right? Or it depends on the content.
They would feel like documentaries, or else you'd be like, that's not what it is in real life.
Unless you got to teach your people how to survive, and you're like, just watch this movie. It's the same stuff.
It's like your fucking McDonald's training video.
Yeah, exactly. Just yeah.
And then we'd be like, oh, see, fucking, this is the one movie that got it right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That would be so funny. I never thought of that. It would be like either you would love them or you'd be like, this ain't how it is. Everybody knows.
Yeah, it would just be like, it was Plants vs. Zombies. It's so weird. But yeah, that was the movie. One movie got it right.
When the zombies came about, so did the plants.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for coming to watch. As always, I've been Big Budge at twitch.tv/BigamisBudgius. That's not true. That's not true. /Big Budge. I forgot that I'm trying to get people to go see it. I'm not being I'm not making a joke here. As well as Big Budge on YouTube. I just played Metal Gear Delta and they flagged me, those fucks. They were like, don't use that song in the credits. And I'm like, well, I didn't know.
Come on.
And great time.
You
know what? Come be one of my sacrifices.
Yeah, exactly. You should call your audience that.
Sacrifices.
Just
the bones to my throne.
Yeah, if you want to join my sacrifices, just hit follow or something.
My sacrifice.
I'll have a Twitch alert, like +1 sacrifice or whatever.
And it plays that song.
It would be
my sacrifice.
Yeah. You can find me on John Odds on Twitch, Film Tyrant YouTube. And I'm streaming a little bit more, but I'm obviously quite sick. That's why I sound this way. So we're doing our outros. I don't know if we're going first or whatever, but you might get Bobbity and Appetite next or after, before.
Who knows?
After and next are the same thing.
No, or whatever. We'll do an intro, and they can do whatever one was, whatever's best. So, you know what? Is weird. Like there are just certain plants and certain shit that are dedicated to holidays. I was just thinking about this. Like poinsettias. Fuck poinsettias.
Poinsettias. I've never heard of those.
Poinsettias are like that red plant that's like very Christmassy, but it kills like cats. Like poisonous to cats.
I thought you were gonna go for those reefs, circle reefs.
Oh fuck those two.
Those are real things, but there's a bunch of plastic ones.
There is a bunch of plastic. How do you feel about plastic plants?
You know what? I don't know. I think I'm okay with it, but I mean, it's one less thing to worry about. And
do you think just make them real already?
You know what? I wouldn't mind having a plastic plant based off something pretty goddamn real or exotic, like a plastic cactus that looks really, really good.
How do you feel about
cactus?
Fake Christmas trees as opposed to real? Would you rather real?
I always had fake ones.
Would you want a real one? Because I've gotten a real one, and it's like you actually have to go there and cut it down. It's pretty sick.
I wonder, because that could be a fun tradition. Do you got to water it?
Yeah, and they
really?
drop needles all over the place, and your house will fucking smell like it.
I feel like there's some problems there. Maybe I'm glad I was
But then
raised
you don't need a
with them.
candle. It just smells like tree.
But you could also like hide your. Well, no, it's. I'll go plastic. But
You
like,
think Santa would fuck an elf?
is it weird that, like, what's the difference between elf and elves? You know what I'm saying?
One's plural.
That's fucking weird. And I realize that as I'm saying it, because like Lord of the Rings has elves. What's going on here?
Oh,
Why don't you make me
one
toys?
singular one would be called an elf.
What about Alf?
It's a little Jewish alien.
Yeah. What about that? What about that guy? The fucking like Chewbacca looking guy.
He's one of the sacrifices.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what.
That was a long outro.